just to bring it back to the Drake and Kendrick beef,
Yeah.
I feel by all intents and purposes, it ended when Drake's bodyguard got shot.
Oh, okay. You think so?
Not to say
That
Kendrick.
that didn't
it was in
have
Canada. It was in Toronto.
Right.
It was at his mansion.
Right.
I don't think Kendrick had anything to do with that
Hell
whatsoever
no.
because it's in Canada.
Right.
No one's going to send a guy to Canada to
Fuck
go
no.
do something, right?
Fuck no.
If I were to guess, it probably had something to do with him dissing The Weeknd.
That's
calling him a drug addict and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm just guessing, but a shooting in Toronto would probably be due to him dissing a Toronto artist. That's just my guess. But I think that once it got so close to home, that your own bodyguard got shot in front of your own home, I think that made him say, this is a little too real for me.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this. I'm used to beefing with Meek Mill and, doing back to back. And, even he performed, back to back in, Philly when he performed there and nothing happened. And nothing ever happened close to Drake until the situation.
Yeah.
I think that just probably scared him. And he just said, you know something, I'm just going to take this L. Because I think ultimately...
I mean, he was going to have to take it anyway. Like, I don't think he could have stopped...
No, he could have kept going.
That Compton
he could have
dropped.
He could have dropped another song. But look, Not Like Us had 4 times the streams of Meet the Family.
Right.
Now you could say, "Oh, it's bots. It's all that." I mean, everyone has access to bots.
Bro, Drake would have the more so than anybody.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Exactly. He has the bigger fan base. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So the fact that Kendrick got 4 times the streams,
right?
And it's not like you're gonna say, "Oh, no one plays that song." No, you hear that song in clubs and parties. It's like an anthem.
Yeah.
And it's very West Coast.
Right. Which we love.
Yeah. And I've always said that, Drake is the more popular artist, but Kendrick's always been the more creative artist.
Yep.
That's always been my take.
To date, he's probably the most creative to date, if you ask me.
Just in rappers in general?
Yeah, in general.
You could say that.
Yeah.
You could definitely say that. I mean, he pushes the envelope of what hip hop is.
He does, but he always I've known Kendrick since his mixtapes, and his mixtapes he always done what he's doing now. I think the way he had to come in the game was, serve you up what was popular and what people would actually, the masses would actually like, and then he can actually be himself. Once he reeled people in, you know what I mean? He's always been creative. Like his very beginnings is like that. You
ever met him?
I never met him. No.
Never met him. I met him.
But I've always been a fan though.
Yeah, I've met him before. I've had conversations with him before.
Okay.
Cool dude. Very quiet.
Yeah.
Very
introspective,
quiet. Yeah. I remember it was me, him, and Dave Free. We were both in Puerto Rico because we all got flown out to do some, to be at this Bacardi event. He was performing. I was just out there just as they just wanted influencers out there. I remember we were all at the airport waiting for our flight back. It was me, him, and Dave. And the 3 of us were talking, but me and Dave were doing all the talking. He just sat there and he was paying attention. He would laugh and but he barely said anything.
Yeah.
Very quiet dude.
Compton.
Yeah.
We'll just jump into people's conversations. Oh, the real, yeah.